Good morning, children, and welcome back to the EVS2 class. So, children, how are you all? I hope you are all well. And, children, you all remember that we are doing lesson number 3, that is European expeditions to India. How did the people from European countries they came to India and how they plundered the wealth of India and how they made India as a colony under them. So, children, shall we continue with the lesson? Before we begin the chapter, we have already started the chapter, we are in the midway. Let's just do a quick recap of what we have studied yesterday. You remember what we did in our yesterday's live class? Okay, let's see. So, we'll see what we did in our yesterday live class. Okay, and what's given? Point number 1, can you all see? It's given Vasco da Gama discovered a sea route to India. I shown you yesterday the picture of Vasco da Gama and how he discovered a sea route to India. And then number 2, the Portuguese East India Company was formed. As Vasco da Gama discovered a sea route, who were the first to come to India? The Portuguese East India Company came to India and they formed the East India Company in India. Okay, and after them only the British, the Dutch and the French, they came via the route which Vasco da Gama discovered, and then they established their respective companies in India. Now let's go to point number 3. After this, the Dutch, the British and the French formed the trading companies, as I have already said. So, shall we proceed with the lesson? Before I go with the lesson, I would request all of you to take out your textbook and turn to page number 3 and page number 4 we'll be doing. So, all of you are ready with the textbook? As I am explaining, as I show you the pages of the textbook, you please follow with me. Now, children, here in the third page, in the lower part of the third page, you can see what it's given, the topic, what's the heading, setting up European trading posts and factories in India. So finally, the European countries which came, the European people which came from the Portugal, Netherlands, then Britain and France, were finally they established their trading posts and factories in India. And here you can see their respective flags. First, who came in 1502? The first Portuguese factory was established. Then second, in 1605, members of the Dutch East India Company came to India. Okay, and then third, in 1615, the British East India Company set up a trading post in India. And fourth, in 1668, the French settlement was set up in Surat. So you can see first the Portuguese came and at the last the French came. Okay, children. Now let's proceed with our next part, what it's given there. Then in your next page, it's given, children, your fourth page, the first topic, the first heading is, why did the Europeans fight with each other in India? Now you can see, children, these 4 countries who came to India to establish the trading posts, they did not stay in peace. There was a competition between them and they were continuously fighting with each other. So let's see, why did the Europeans fight with each other in India? The spices, fine cloth, just one second. You can see here, the spices, fine cloth and jewelry produced in India were in high demand in many parts of the world. We all know the spices, fine cloth and the jewelry which were produced in India, okay, are always in high demand in many parts of the world. And so for that purpose to trade, all these companies, they came to India. And all the companies were making huge profits by buying Indian foods at low prices and selling them abroad at high prices. Now look at these companies, what they were doing, they were making huge profits. Okay, all these four companies, what were they doing? They were buying Indian goods at lower prices. They used to buy jewelry, fine clothes and spices from the people of India at lower prices, but they were selling in higher prices to other foreign countries. Every company wanted to become wealthier and more powerful, and so every company, by doing these things, by selling at higher prices the Indian goods, they wanted to become wealthier and powerful. Then what happened? This led them to fight with each other. And so what happened? This led them, there was always a fight between each other, and there were wars also. The first war that was fought, okay, was fought between the British and the French. Okay, and what was the first war? It was the first Carnatic War in 1746, the war which was fought between British and the French people. No Indians were involved. Okay, remember children, it was the two European countries which fought, and it's called the first Carnatic War in 1746 it was fought. And who won? You know, ultimately the British East India Company defeated all other European trading companies and gained control of many parts of India. So ultimately what happened? The British fought with the Dutch also, the British fought with the French also, the British fought with the Portuguese also. So many wars happened between all these four of them, and who was the winner? You know, the British East India Company defeated all of them. The British East India Company drove them out of India. Okay, they went back to their respective countries and they became the sole trading company, and finally they gained control of many parts of India, and as we all know, finally the British, they ruled over India. Okay children, now see children, I would like to show you a picture of the Carnatic War. Can you see the picture of the Carnatic War? It's fought between the British and the French. Okay, and who was the winner? The British people were the winner. This is a picture, okay, of the war which was fought between the British and the French, and ultimately the British were the winner. Now let's go to the next page, and what's given in the lower part, children, you can see it's given India becomes a British colony. Now India finally becomes a British colony. And what do you understand by British colony? Colony means to be ruled by someone more powerful. Okay, and India was ruled by British, who was more powerful. Though Britain was smaller in size in India, but it was more powerful in India, because as I told you earlier, there was no unity in India among the rulers. Okay, India was divided into small parts which was ruled by small rulers, and there was no unity among the rulers. And so finally what happened? The British were able to gain control over whole of India. Now India becomes a British colony. You can see here, after defeating other European countries, the British decided to make India their colony. In other ways, they decided to control and rule over India. They thought that by ruling India, they could do the following. Now what happened? Buy raw materials from India at very low prices and give them to factories in Britain, sell the British goods to Indians in order to increase their profits. Now what happened? At first they decided to trade, then they decided, okay, you can see here, they decided to rule over India. And what did they do? They thought that by ruling India, they could buy raw materials from India at low prices. Now what were they doing? They were buying the raw materials which were needed for the various products. What are raw materials? Like for making children for cloth, what is the raw material needed? The basic material is cotton. Okay, now cotton is the basic raw material. And suppose they used to buy cotton, okay, from India at low prices. They used to make clothes in the factories of Britain, and the same clothes by which the cotton was taken from India, they used to make the clothes, and then they used to sell it to India at very high prices. Okay children, so this was their policy. Then sell the British goods to India in order to increase their profits. And also what they used to do, they never established any factory or any major industry in India. They used to, whatever India needed as goods, they used to bring from Britain. Okay, they established many factories in Britain, and what they used to do, they used to make goods there and sell to India, and used to make huge profits. So children, we shall stop till here. What did we study today? We studied, children, that ultimately the British were able to establish their trading post. They defeated all other European countries. The French were sent back, then the Dutch were sent back, then all the other European countries were sent back, the Portuguese were sent back, and ultimately the British became the sole winner. Many wars were fought between them. And what did the next we learn? That India finally becomes a British colony. Okay, the British made India a colony, and they used to take raw materials from India at very low prices and give the finished products at very high prices to India. So children, we shall stop till here. In the next class we'll continue. You just give a reading till what I have explained. Also give a reading to what I have not explained, so that in the next class it will be easier for you to understand. So children, whatever classwork and homework I'll be uploading in the Google Classroom. I hope you all have joined. So children, thank you and have a good day.